Welcome everybody. It's Thursday afternoon. It's a weird time to go live, but we got some good news. We got DAGI and STEV and YASMIN. Yeah. They're gonna join us for discussion. What's up, everybody? How are y'all doing? Whoa, early, I know, huh? We're hoping to get some UK people in here, man. Where's my UK peeps at? Holla at your boy.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Hey, there I am. Hello. How are we?
How you guys doing? Can you hear me?
Hey, yeah, we can hear you. Wait, are we live?
You are live.
Oh, we love to be live.
Well,
Dougie, I swear your mic only ever works the first time when we do these, because when we're trying to have regular meetings, it says no so often. That could be on purpose. But yes. Oh no, people are already saying they can't tell the difference between our voices, STEV. So I guess we have to start. I literally went through my entire mic setup because I was tired of people saying I sounded like AI and tweaked that for like 2 hours today.
I've been.
At least they're not confusing you with me.
Penguin's here.
I
see you're British.
I've been watching the lives back, and I don't know how they don't tell the difference between you guys. To me, it's not even close. But I maybe because I know, I just don't know. I don't know how they confuse it. Really, it doesn't even sound anything close to me. But
all right, see, you're right. Okay, well, first, you got to introduce our new member to the live.
Yep, I got you. Okay, guys, listen up. Here we go. Our newest member, I'm going to go backwards. Our newest member is YASMIN. She is the chief penguin officer. I'm not even going to use her real title. That's what I'm going to give her that. That's what she got. We wanted to roll with that. She's amazing. You guys follow her on TikTok. She has some cool stuff. You like art, like Doggy has and stuff. Just great stuff. She joins us today along with Stev, Doggy. Stev, head of player support. Doggy, principal designer for AdoptMe. So that's who we got today. We have 3 people. So we're going to do the best we can. And I'm going to lose the mic again because someone tried to join me. We're going to do the best we can with, I hope you guys, I can maintain questions for each of you. I hope you, if somebody wants to take a better question than the other one, you feel free to do that, okay?
Oh yeah. Okay. And you know me, and I also, if I get sidetracked, I'll just start chatting. So it's all good.
Yeah, that's why I love you so much. You can fill the time for me, and But before we go anywhere, we have to get to know YASMIN a little bit. So YASMIN, hi, nice to meet you. Whereabouts are you from?
Well, first of all, thanks for inviting me on. It's nice to be here. I am from the UK. In case you can tell from the
you sound like Mississippi, but okay.
Mississippi. It's my farmer accent. Brand new combine harvester. Sound like Hagrid. So I live in Manchester. I've lived here for a good few years now, but I'm originally from a place called Plymouth in Devon.
Oh wow, nice. I absolutely love the British accent. I go through lives at night, AdoptMe players, and just that British accent stand out. I love it. It's amazing. So thank you for that. From other people I've been hearing, you guys have got a little bit. Are you dealing with the heat wave going on, or is that you guys kind of cooled off yet?
I'm melting, absolutely melting. And I'm in a room, my office, all day with like a hot computer on, making pets, and I'm just sweating all day.
Yeah.
Hey, with love from Rhode Island, we threw it back at you.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have been talking about the heat and stuff, and especially because I didn't even know this, but a lot of your homes, or almost all your homes, do not have air conditioning. So I had no clue that was even. I'm so used to the heat that whatever, but I had no idea you didn't even have air conditioning. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, we don't need that normally.
No.
But yeah, I had designed to hold the heat in, you see. So it's awful.
Just a couple quick questions, just a little small stuff that people like to ask and stuff. Favorite foods? What do you like to eat? Is it anything cool, British that we wouldn't even know about or something? I'm so curious.
I like crumpets. Crumpets are quite nice. It's British. It's quite British, isn't it? I think. No, I'm kind of into like I quite like ramen and stuff like that.
Ooh, good. What do you do?
Which isn't very British.
What do you do when you turn off the making pets brain, and what else do you like to get into?
Well, I've got a son, so I'm off doing stuff with him, like swimming and all kinds of stuff like that. Spending far too much money at the shopping centre. I also just I like doing art in my free time. My 3D printing and things like that. Although it's been a bit too hot to do that for a while.
Yeah.
Just various whatever takes my fancy.
I saw one of your TikTok videos with the little 3D printed sushi penguin. Now, the first thing that came to my mind is, do you have a room full of like almost every pet 3D printed? Because that would be awesome.
I wish, but no. I only got the 3D printer like a few months ago, so I haven't made a load of them. And plus, I can't just print the model from the game as it is. It needs a bit of prep work in order to get it print ready. So it's a bit of work.
I also saw on your TikTok that you showed some artwork from when you were a kid, and I thought that was very interesting because one of the questions I asked the guys was did you have any influences early in life to do what you're doing now? And obviously you've been into art for a long time, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I've been doing it for a very long time. I've always liked art, but I didn't ever think I was going to go into the game industry until I was I think it must have been about 11, 12. And I think it was around about then Ratchet and Clank came out on the PlayStation 2, the first game. And I was obsessed with it. I would just play that constantly. And then in Ratchet and Clank 2 and 3, they released something in the game called the Insomniac Museum, which was post game. I think it was you could go in and look at all the stuff that was scrapped from the games, and it had developer interview and things like that. Yeah, nice. And I realized wow, people do this as a job, and I can actually get paid to do that.
Nice. So is that kind of your your introduction to this is kind of what I want to do then?
Yeah, pretty much.
Good. Just hearing about a little bit early on in life, kind of if there's anybody in your life that had an impact or something. So I love hearing little stories like that. You just never know. Each person has a different story, so it's kind of unique to hear how and when you went which way, So, well,
yeah.
We appreciate you being here more than you know. To me, this is like a dream with all you guys, and I just love hearing the ins and outs of the game, and I love Adopt Me, and my daughter got me into Adopt Me, and we love to play it, and it's became basically our life. So having you guys on is amazing. So thank you again for being here and taking your time out of your day to be with us. So it's much appreciated.
Thank you for having us.
We love it. Yeah. It's any chance we get to sit and kind of share what we do. I mean, that's kind of the joy in it, right?
Yeah.
You can see how it's made.
Everybody.
The more I do these, the less people pester me to do my own. So happy to be here.
I know, but you're so good.
I've never done one before.
So we're running into the last week of Summerfest. How was this week? Was it a little bit busy? How did you think? Was Jesse a little more pumped up because his vote got a little bit closer, or what?
Okay, I'll say this. Obviously, Acorn refund was a huge lift, and shout out to the team.
Yes.
Because STEV, they did that in 24 hours, right? I mean, that was a massive lift. Less than 24 hours, I'm pretty sure. I know the support team was definitely busy on that because we were being leveraged to help get player data on that. But amazing turnaround. And I, kind of one of the cardinal rules of any game, especially a game that has, this many people playing concurrently, is don't mess it up. Don't go in and unplug things and replug them up. It's like working on the plane while it's in the sky. Don't take the engines off. And somehow this team was able to remove 2 engines from the plane and replace them with 2 completely different engines. Removing the idea of bait being necessary is one thing, but being able to refund any bait that was purchased is an entirely other thing. I mean, that is a technical challenge that it's hard to kind of accurately describe how difficult that is. But the fact that they did it, the fact that when we pushed the button, it worked and it didn't blow up. I mean, it's truly amazing. It's a testament to the team. I think if anybody saw my post last week about the team running after bugs, that's kind of really the attitude the dev team has. It's like, okay, it's not working with the players. We have a fix, so let's just all kind of buckle down and fix it. It's really awesome.
Yeah, that was a good little surprise to wake up to and hit the button and get a little bit of refund there. That was quite nice of you guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like, you know, I made another comment in a post somewhere. It's like, we try to get it right. We always try to look at everything that we do through the eyes of the player and how they're going to enjoy it. And sometimes we're just not there, right? Sometimes we miss, and that's just kind of part of it. The key is we learn from our mistakes. And this one, we just so happen to be able to kind of fix it midstream. So
Yeah.
Hopefully everybody's really kind of digging that. And there's even more cool stuff to come.
This might be, I don't know, maybe geared towards STEV, but I just saw something in the comments. Somebody said, and I agree with this because I didn't. It seems like this is very true. Is that you guys are so great at listening to the players and making things happen, and I get that, you know, everything can't happen, but it does feel like you guys are really in tune with the player, and things happen fairly quickly than what maybe somewhere else.
I can definitely agree there.
Yeah. I at least, like, I get a lot of comments on TikTok about, like, oh, put this pet in, put that pet in. And, like, I know I can't reply to everything, but I'll always tally up in my head, like, what gets requested the most. And I'll always, like, suggest it at work and say, like, oh, maybe we should consider this pet.
Aww.
And, like, I do listen.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I very much use a phrase, especially when it comes to, like, you should put this in the game or you should do this idea, of never say never, because we've been around we're hitting our 9th birthday soon.
Wow.
So we've been around for 9 years. And at this point, like, it's literally, I see, like, add, like, chihuahuas, or
yeah,
somebody was like, add a toe pet for Halloween at one point. And it's very much a never say never land. And that was the one time I did a live on my own. I had to tell people, like, anytime you're going to ask about adding a pet to the game, I'm just going to say never to you. Unless you're saying, like, do photorealistic, like, Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon.
Okay, but that would be hilarious.
Oh, it would be. I think that I'm gonna close off my last thought, because you know I can't ever shut up.
No, go ahead. Yeah,
you speak.
Yeah,
I think the true joy, and there are very few games that will still listen to players and care and everything else after 9 years. But I think the key is, the reason we're still around after 9 years is because the player is always number one, right? Any design decision we make is made for the player. We're not trying to hustle. We're not trying to steal. We're trying to surprise and delight players where they're at. And I think one of the true joys of this role and even this event is being able to hear from players directly. And yeah, there's a lot of messages, add this, or I hate this, I hate that. And we do listen to all of them. I try to respond to everybody, but that's becoming increasingly more difficult because people make me sleep now. But, you know, we'll still keep trying. It's awesome. You should rest.
Yeah, especially you. I notice you're everywhere. Yeah, you're gonna have to tone it down a little bit. You're gonna.
No, I saw y'all having a conversation at like 1 a.m. my time. Okay, that's my wind down time. That's how I relax. So I suffer from I'm gonna call it like things to do at night-itis, because I'm like, I should go to bed, and I look around, I'm like, but I could do this and this and this and this and this, and there's nobody to tell me that I can't, because I'm an adult and I should know better, but I don't. So so I get very little sleep.
I have to agree.
Yeah, I will.
Such a waste of time, isn't it?
I will openly admit to you, DAGI, and I guess everybody else here, because most of the support team these days is based in the UK. I do have moments where I wake up at like 3 a.m. and I'm like, the rest of the team is here, so I guess I'm here too. And then I get out of bed. Yeah, they'll send a message, and I'm like, oh, that's a really good idea. They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, what? Okay, sorry. Sorry, I sidetracked us.
I don't know. Fine. I don't know how much you can say about it, or just the fact that you bring up the UK. how do you know, or can you tell us how many people approximately, or if you know, work on Adopt Me?
Work on Adopt Me in general?
Yeah,
I think we're around 60 at this point.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I want it.
I think that's probably about right. And that's the thing is, people don't understand. A lot of people will say, "Oh, you make this thing," this is a huge task for a lot of people, and we all love it. I think I said last week, and I'll say it again because it's worth repeating every week. We're the greatest collection of talent with no egos. I personally had the pleasure of working with, but yeah, you've got engineering, and you've got art, and you've got animation, and you've got environment art, and Yasmin does all of those things, but you've got design and production. There's 1,000 moving pieces any given week, and when we're talking about a large event like summer, there's 1 million moving pieces, and they need to pull in to the station in the right order as we go. So it's pretty fascinating to watch it being made.
Yeah. I want to step in there and say I don't do environment. We have a team for environment, but I do, pet wear, pets, and furniture and things like that. But I don't want to take credit away, where credit is due.
They don't let me touch the 3D modeling software.
Please make a pet one day. That would be great.
I know how to 3D model. It's just not going to turn out very good.
That makes it even better.
I didn't even think about that until you said that, Yasmin, about that people think about making a pet, but then you got petware. I didn't even until you bring it up. It's just a whole nother aspect of, yeah, it's not just the pets you're bringing to us. You're bringing the petware and the toys, and I mean, just the output you guys for each pet is so unique that it's just so fascinating to me. I love hearing you guys chit chat back and forth because each one of you's got such an interesting perspective. And just when you brought that up, I didn't even cross my mind. I was just thinking about pets, and it's like, oh well, yeah, you're right. There's a whole other section to petware, So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd say especially
on everything.
Yep.
I'd say especially on pets as well. This is a fact I know Jesse has shared a few times. Yasmin, you can more so confirm it. Some people think that we're just throwing out pets in a week, we're modeling it, animating it, all that. Usually the entire development cycle of a pet, and for the most part an update, is about 6 weeks.
Okay. So
from concept, it's not just modeling. There's a lot of, including the QA and stuff at the end to make sure things like the colors of the pet, for example, are correct and things like that.
So and there's the neon, and then there's the mega neon. And I think all you have to do is look at Burger Bear and watch Burger Bear's trick when it starts grilling. That shows you the level of detail that goes into every pet and kind of the conversations that we have. And so, yeah.
I love how people find interesting things. Like this past couple of weeks, I think it was, somebody, or I'm sure, I don't know if they just figured it out or whatever, but now they're going and finding all the pets that do the Michael Jackson, the Michael Jackson walk or whatever. It's like, it's just so funny how people find these things, and it's so cool how you got them tucked in there, like, it's so fun, man. I just, all the little, you don't hear about it for a long time, and all of a sudden somebody finds it, and then now it's everywhere.
The animation team's great. They do a really good job, and every pet they use is better and better. And one fact, right? Did you know I've animated one pet since I've been here, and it was the tree frog. And I know everybody loves tree frog.
Oh man, the tree frog!
My pride and joy.
I love the tree frog. I'll go, and the tegu too. I love those pets. Those are great pets. So, STEV, when you said 6 weeks so is that from say, okay, hey, we're gonna make a Irish setter. So in about 6 weeks, that's when that will be released. Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much, because we have to develop the concept of what would an Irish setter be? How would it look like? How do we want to bring it into the Adopt Me style? Usually we're also tying it around whatever update is coming out. So we're going around the update development process there too. This is more of a DAGI thing that he can comment on because he makes a lot of this stuff. Mm-hmm. But yeah, for example, I don't think there's any harm in saying this. The planning for this summer event that we are currently in started pretty much immediately after Springfest ended.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow, that's cool.
pretty much the day. And I think that's the thing is when you have this many people moving across this many different, because we know that summer will go away and Halloween will show up, but there's a lot of updates in between now and then, right? There's features we want to add, there's small events we want to add, there's different pets that we really want to bring to the players. So as designer, the design team, and more than just me. Yeah, right. Penguins. We're usually 3 to 6 months ahead, kind of looking at what's gonna happen, and it's actually kind of fun, but it's also disorienting in a way because I'll be in a conversation and somebody will ask me about what's going to happen next week at summer, and I'm like, I don't actually remember. I mean, I know I wrote it down because I designed it, but I'm so far ahead in my mind. But
Yeah.
that's kind of the job.
Yeah, to kind of be able to juggle the different aspects of it and what's coming up next, and having to be, I mean, kind of be able to put your put Summerfest in the books and get on to the next one. Kind of. I guess that's kind of got to be tough to do. I mean, that's got to be enjoying it.
Yeah, I think it's, and I'll just say this for design as a discipline in games because I've done it for a long time. My favorite thing to do in a game, and I don't think this is going to come to a shock to anybody that I work with or anybody I know or anybody who's actually seen anything that I do on TikTok, is I love to pretend like in my mind I'm 14-year-old me and I'm running through the world playing something that doesn't exist, and a lot of times to Steph's point, when we see the pets, seeing an Irish setter or seeing a burger bear, whatever it is, I can start generating ideas based on that. And I really do. The core of the design is, what will 14-year-old doggy run through the world and just laugh and want to show other people as it's happening. That's where all the designs start. They start from pure joy and I'll say childlike wonder, for lack of a better description, because when we do anything, we want to let the players discover things that they're not expecting. And I think I've said this before, right? I'll just keep reiterating it. We want them to feel smarter than we are as designers. We want them to be surprised every time they round a corner and delighted with every interaction. And that comes down to the button presses or the way that you can tame the Choco Doll only at night. So we don't, like I said, we don't always get it right, but it sure is fun to try.
Well,
it's interesting because the same philosophy kind of applies to like how I approach the character designs and stuff like that. Like I think about what did I find appealing when I was, that age? What characters drew me to them and why? Usually it's the shape language, and yeah, I try and apply that to all the pets that I do.
That's so funny. Here. Good, Steve.
Oh, I was going to say, I've got nothing beautifully insightful like this. Doggy just said the Chocodile, and I feel like we're finally in a place where we can talk about this as a fun little quick side story. I remember flying around the map during Sugarfest, looking around like the outside of the map because we had like that hidden sandwich room on April Fool's Day. And I remember we had a Chocodile that was just sitting like on the outside of the map, just in the void in space. And I remember asking our engineers, like, is this a bug? Is he supposed to be there? And I was told, no, that's the load-bearing Chocodile. If we delete that one, the entire event goes down.
Whoa.
That's the other fun part is when you see behind the curtain of any game, the amount of wires that are kind of like held together by chewing gum and duct tape. It's a lot of fun. I remember the load-bearing Chocodile. It's like, well, if you delete that, the entire place is going to go away. So
who knew that prior to this? That's all I gotta say. Like, who? Oh, that's amazing to hear. That's so fun.
Please, someone do fan art of this poor stressed Chocodile.
I know, right? Like Atlas. Oh, maybe I should do that. Like Atlas holding up the world, a Chocodile. Okay.
Yes.
That's my doodle list.
Yes, he needs to be. He needs to be infamous for that. That's a detail. Yeah. That's a detail right there. Oh my goodness!
Someone draw it and tag us in it, please.
Yes,
please do.
That would be
do
great.
That with any fan art, by the way. Just I'm tired of like scrolling through TikTok and finding fan art that people have drawn for me, but not tagging me in it. Please tag me.
Yeah, that's why I try and tell people they want to know how to get it there, and just tag them. Make sure. I mean, you guys have been so great about interacting with everybody. So yeah, just tag them because there's so many talented people out there that have so much the one girl I meant to tell you, Doggy, you've had such an art influence on people. This one girl was in the art contest, and she DM'd me after the contest, and she said, "I just want to thank you guys that I've been so scared to put my artwork out there to people, but Doggy's drawings inspired me to just let it go, and I put it out there, and I think she had like third place or fourth place or something. So just you are having an impact on people, and it's important that people understand that, because get your artwork out there, let people show it. You never know what people are going to think, and I think it's great.
You just pushed by the way, this is Stavagi talking, so if anybody's confused, you've really kind of hit the most important part of this entire experience for me, down deep in my soul, is because I don't care about follower counts. What I care about is people believing in their power of creativity, and that's what makes them special. Because when I was younger, people didn't like my art style because it wasn't, it's very messy. It's very emotional. I don't have a lot of clean lines. I don't, I guess with only using 7 colors and finger painting, I don't do a lot of good shading, but at the same time, it was how I expressed myself. And I think for a long time, and I mentioned this in the first call we had, the first live, I used my imagination to get more into design. And I would do a lot of my art setting up designs. And so instead of just words on a paper, my designs are literally PowerPoint slides that you're moving through the game. And I love to create art for those. And so what this experience has reminded me is everybody is creative in their own way. And the only thing you need to believe that is somebody to say, good job, and be creative. And so for every single person that believes they can't draw or whatever else, don't let anybody tell you that you can't be yourself, that you can't be the full creative version of the authentic you, because that's going to be what makes the world a better place. And so I am loving it. And the fact that you got that quote, there are several people that call it no right now. I'm grinning from ear to ear and blushing just because that's the whole point. That's the whole
You're going to make me cry. You're going to make me cry.
No, not. Wait, but that's the truth, right? Because there's too many people telling everybody else you shouldn't do this because you're not good enough. And those people are just bitter because they probably can't do it themselves.
Correct.
And I'm sure we've all had a teacher or art teacher or two tell us, your art is terrible because it doesn't look like what I think art should look like.
Oh yeah, and I have a friend in the room, and I'm going to use her quote. I got that dog in me. That's my rallying cry, right? It's like, I got that dog in me, so you can't stop. I'm going to be creative. If you like it, great. If you don't like it, that's okay too, because art's emotional, and it allows me to express myself. All right, so there's my soapbox. I'm putting it up.
That's the one thing that you're 100% right on, is that nobody, you may be able to look at somebody's artwork and say it is what it is to you, but you can never ever tell what somebody's got in their heart. That you just don't know the drive they've had in their life. You don't know what they faced. You don't know. And so that's why I get DMs once in a while, and they've been picking up, and it's just kind of like just telling people to go and do it. Going live to me at first was scary, but after we did it, it's just you just got to go do it.
Yeah,
and people
right?
appreciate it.
I think if you put and I promise I'm going to give the mic to STEV and our Chief Penguin Officer, but my last thought on this is, if you put yourself out there, I think you'll be surprised at how many people appreciate that, because authenticity is lacking in a lot of our daily lives. And to your point, you don't know everybody's got something they're going through, and everybody wants to feel seen and heard and like they belong somewhere. And I'll say this, from the design side, every single decision that we make as designers, when we look at any update, whether it's a large one or a small one, every single decision that we make will either make the world a better place or make the world a sadder place. And so we always weigh our design decisions against what is the not just the systems, right? Not just will this impact monetization or will this impact retention? Those are important, yes, but they're secondary to, will this make someone feel better? Will this make someone smile? It's the emotional core loop we talked about a couple of lives ago. So now I'm going to stop, and I'm going to be quiet, and I'm going to give the mic over to Stan and Penguin.
Well, I was just going to say, again, the same philosophy applies to the pets. I always look at every pet I make, and I'm like, this pet is going to become someone's favorite. Someone's going to make a TikTok completely dedicated to this pet. I'm going to call out Seabed Creeper fan here. Don't know if they're listening, but
great pet.
Yeah,
great pet.
I love that there's a fan for every pet, and I think like this one pet I'm making will probably make someone's life, and you don't know what situation they're in. They might be in like they're not happy or something like that, and this one pet could just bring a light to their life. So I try and make every pet have its own personality.
It's so true. That's such a great way to put it too. You just do not know what people are going to like. That's what's so great about it. When you talk about making pets now, this is just a question I kind of thought of. Is there any? First of all, Yasmin, how long have you been working there at AdoptMe?
So I started last March. Okay. Yeah, March 2025. Feels like a lot longer, to be honest. Yeah.
Try being here almost 6 years, and then we'll talk.
Because we worked at night.
Also now.
Okay, so since Stev is the OG here, he might be able to answer, but Yasmin works with the pets maybe a little bit more. But how come? Was there, going back to the beginning, was there a specific reason, or why was the dragon made as like, kind of the big one every time? Was there, does anybody know the history on that, or is there kind of a thinking behind that, or just because dragons are crazy cool? Is it, do you know why?
I think it's just because dragons are crazy cool, admittedly.
Yeah.
Like that's the best I can give you, is that somebody who really likes dragons out there, and they are pretty cool. There's a lot of variants of them that you can do. So yeah, I feel like we're always going to sneak in a dragon in there somewhere.
Yeah, and they're all great and different too.
Penguin dragon.
Penguin dragon. Oh my goodness, you got great ideas.
Right, and I think this is it speaks to the test. It speaks to the culture of the studio and the personality of the team, because we are all. I'll speak for myself. I'm definitely a kid at heart. And like last summer, I was like, oh my god, we had pirates attack the island. And you can say something silly like that, and everybody's like, yes, we should have pirates attack the island. And then it's just like sitting around a playground, hanging out with your friends. We're in a giant toy box, but the good news is we're in a giant toy box with a bunch of other people, and what we make, that's just it's kind of the point of it, right? It's not an academic exercise. This is purely an emotional thing that we do. So
yeah,
I definitely think that we capture that very well, especially on last year's summer, in the sense of I remember those play tests for that pirate mini game. Everybody else was testing the mini game. You and I were purposefully targeting each other the entire time,
right?
Yeah, if we were on the same team.
And that's like STEV and I, we have totally developed. I'm on the other coast. I mean, we are literally separated by a continent, but he's basically my brother. The way that we respond to each other and the way that we react to each other. And I think what you see in admin abuse is you see genuine, real-time interactions between us, where all of a sudden Jesse decides to push my buttons, and I decide to push his buttons, and then STEV will partner with me, and then Brad's just trying to partner with Jesse. And so all that's real. It's a lot of fun.
Brad's trying to just wrangle everyone.
It's like herding cats, right? They're like, okay, do not let Doggy push the button. STEV, do not let him do that.
I got and then I say to him audibly in our call, what are you gonna do? Stop us and then do it anyway.
Okay,
I absolutely love enabling DAGI. Like that's one of my favorite things to do.
Okay, we were in a conversation earlier, and if anybody saw all the Jesse Rainbow trout, I was like, oh no, I'm going to use this as a campaign promise. But the part of that conversation, I won't get into it because it's going to be a surprise. Jesse literally said, "Oh no, I think I might not be here that day, and Doggy's going to try to push that big button, and don't anybody let him." And so I literally made a note, and I put it on a sticky, and I was like, make sure I push that button the day that JC can't stop me. So
the button is for me.
I'm ready for it. I want to specify on those photos really quickly, because some people saw my point of view on that one and DM me this. No, we are not putting 1,000 rainbow trout in the river this admin abuse. I think I'm allowed to say that, because when I put it in there for us, I run a very powerful PC, and it lagged out my PC.
Oh my goodness.
I got the picture, but you didn't hear the incredible noise that a lot of people in the call were making. Like, what in the world is going on? Why are we having such performance issues?
Single-digit frame rates.
Yeah, Jesse, Steve, and I are just hanging out next to 1,000 rainbow trouts.
1,000. Oh my! The fact that you did that is amazing. That's awesome.
See, we play all day.
That
Even when we're making something, we're always playing around. So.
Hey.
My favourite time was once, I can't remember what we were testing, but everyone duplicated the pet that they had like 10 times. So everyone would be running around and there'd be like a wave of like 10 of the same pet following behind everybody. It's so fun.
I think that was for when we did the big, when STEV gave me my ultimate gift and released all those sheepdogs in admin use, because we were doing load testing to try to figure out how many. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta say this. We were stress testing and we were like, well, we can't release that many. And so STEV released more than that on purpose in admin abuse just to see what happens. So.
Nice. See, these are
all right, sorry. Well, you should probably have questions for us. We're going to sit here.
No, this is good. This is what
3 hours later.
No, this is what I've been trying to tell people, and I know they're sick of me hearing it. But like, what other game are you playing, and you're going to get to hear this inside information? This is amazing. I mean, it is so fun to hear about. You know, just 1,000 Jesse trout rainbow. I mean, that is awesome to know that I can just picture Steph in the office. I mean, just knowing you guys now and knowing that it's so fun to hear this stuff. And I just can't tell people enough. Like, this is so gold, man. You guys just take this in and enjoy it, because you're not going to get this many places. I mean, you guys are so great to us. It's amazing. Dagi, I want to say one thing. You mentioned about being a kid at heart. I just want to tell everybody out there about being a kid at heart. One of the biggest things I learned being a dad is that put yourself in your kid's shoes. Stay a kid, because to bond with your kid, you have to be a kid at heart. Your kid doesn't want to do what a 40-year-old man wants to do. Your kid wants to do what the kids do. And this game has brought us so much joy and so much bonding that I think you have to be a kid at heart if you really want to be a good dad or a mom or any kind of parent or anything. So I think you saying that is so crucial that people just don't lose that kid passion. You know, I think that's so big.
Oh, yeah.
You saying that's very important.
My son, I always try and get my son to join admin abuse when I'm in it, and he goes, "I don't want to go in admin abuse. Don't try to get me to go in admin abuse."
Yasmin, I'm gonna say it here too, because I know that I said it in the group chat. I am so sorry that for some reason in the first 4 months I knew you, I didn't think you were talking about a human when you said you had a son. I thought you were referring to like a cat for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Yeah, no, it was you actually mentioning that you were trying to get your son to join admin abuse at one point that made me realize, oh, she means a human.
Wait, how do you know I didn't mean what out there?
So Steph's like, huh?
Yeah, I felt like so guilty when I realized that, because you'd message me like, hey, I'll be there in a second, just have to do something with my son. And I'm like, oh, she's like feeding the cat or something.
That's kind of funny.
When you guys have, we have the big updates usually, you know, the Halloween and Summerfest and winter. When it comes to the ones in between, I've noticed just for my year and a half, almost year and a half of playing, they kind of have changed a little bit just in that little bit of time. Who makes, is it kind of a group thing? Who kind of calls? And like this year I noticed there wasn't, like last year I started playing in the Valentine's update, and then this year I kind of noticed it was a little bit different. So how does that process go? Do you guys like, oh, this year we're going to do something different, or is it change all the time, or is there a schedule, or like besides the big updates? You know, I know those are set.
I think this is what really makes working here such a joy. When we talk about the off, you know, kind of cycle updates, not the huge events, but the smaller weekly ones. Those ideas come from a lot of different places. We have channels in Slack where people throw ideas. It really comes from the whole team. My favorite thing to do is sit down and try to decide what the most ridiculous thing possible could be that would make little kid doggy laugh. I got to be careful, Stav. I have some. I'm so close to saying my own name, and I can't do.
I've almost said it roughly 3 times.
Right, so everybody, don't listen if I say it.
It is why I've started calling you Doggy in meetings, because if I don't, I'm gonna do it.
I'm like young Doggy.
You should try the Wordle one day of your name and get people to try and figure it out.
Right?
That's Brad's job, to come on here at some point and instantly drop your name and then leave, because he's done that to so many people on admin abuse at this point.
It's okay. So I'll say this. I'm just going to tell a quick story about rubber ducks because I was like, wouldn't it be fun if there was somebody driving a truck and a big clap of thunder scared a whole bunch of ducks and they ran out into the map and we had to find them and it was storming and it was raining and that can be the seed, right? And you plant that seed into the team's kind of minds, and then all of a sudden Yasmin is like, ooh, well, what if it's more than one rubber duck, right? What if we theme them?
Think about like 10 minutes later with like drawings of like cattle dragon ducks.
and so I think that and that for us was a very small. The rubber ducks was supposed to be a very small update. As we got into it, we were like, wow, this is fun. It's got some legs. Oh my goodness. Like Jesse has a rubber duck. Had no legs. And there was literally a moment where Yasmin had done some sketches, and I'm going to forgive you for not including the sheepdog in your initial sketch. I'm not upset.
Sorry. I didn't get a penguin duck, so
I know
that's my karma.
Okay, you got 5 other penguins in the past year.
That's fair.
It's kind of funny because I was like, oh, here's this, like we had, what was it called, like the I don't know, the rubber duck that the one that looked a little rough around the edges. And I was like, well, obviously we're going to replace that one. And Brad was like, no. And I was like, what do you mean no? And so the feeling that you got from me on TikTok, like, oh no, you didn't. I want my sheepdog. That was actually real. And it was literally, I was sending the stuff to Penguin. I was sending the Penguin facts. I was in everybody's ear. And so it became kind of what you all got to see. You got a front row to internal drama as we were kind of having fun with this. And so we were having a field day. So anyway,
I am willing to also give a small behind the scenes thing, just because it also shows that sometimes we joke about doing something and then we actually do it. Like, I heard the whisperings that Doggy was going to get a sheepdog potentially, because he started this way earlier than you think he did. He'd been doing it he started like 3 weeks prior. And when he started doing that, I made the joke in our chat of like, oh, so Doggy gets a sheepdog, but I don't get a red panda dog. I see how it is. And then I left for the weekend, and then I came back, and Yasmin had already fully muscled it. It was fully animated. It was ready. And I'm like, what? I was joking.
Oh, not just that. And then I was like, okay, so obviously I'm getting a sheepdog. And Brad was like, I get my duck. And I was like, oh, come on. Like, seriously? So, yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yasmin.
I'm still waiting for both of you getting tattoos of them. I'm still waiting to see that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, a sheepdog army tattoo.
That's I get a sheepdog army tattoo if Doggy wins all 4 weeks of Summerfest. If not, I get a red panda ducky tattoo.
Right,
okay.
You heard it.
Regardless
you heard
to say,
people.
Regardless to say, my tattoo artist is on standby.
Standby, you guys. 2 more weeks, guys. That's all we need for 2 more weeks.
Yep. Her son plays Adopt Me, so
nice.
know we can do it.
So she knows who I am.
Sheepdog Army, do not let me down. We got this. We got 2 more weeks. We're gonna go 4 for 4, and that means Sheepdog Army tattoos for both Steph and I.
You know it's getting bad. Like I said, I want to just remind everybody again, Adopt Me Dad and my little clan community. We do not hate Jesse. We love
Oh,
we love
we love
Adopt Me.
Jesse.
We love Adopt Me. So, but we just Doggy came to us, and I mean, how could you turn that down? And I mean, so just everybody out there like thinks that we're so. If I go somewhere and do a hashtag Team Doggy, it's like,
Oh yeah,
that you're automatically saying something bad about Jesse.
Jesse's great. He's the whole reason we were all even on TikTok in the first place. So if his TikTok took off, then I joined. He kind of like shared my TikTok. Then I think Steph joined.
Yeah, it was me next, because that was when I was being impersonated.
Oh, yeah. And then Daggy joined, and now your art career is blossoming.
I know, right? Well, you posted my penguins poop every 20 minutes, and I was like, wait a minute, I could post stuff on this TikTok. So I did. I'll say this about Jesse, and so everybody thinks that there's some type of animosity, and it couldn't be anything further from the truth. When I did my post last week, the giant neon Jesse face screaming "Vote Doggy," he had seen that days before. I was like, oh man, I got this great idea. I took this frame from the video. Look at what I'm making. And he was like, oh my God, I love it. So Jesse reposted that right when I posted it. And a lot of people were just blowing my DMs up, like, how dare you? And I'm like, hey, I was like, you know what? This is like, we are having so much fun doing this because who doesn't love real-time kind of drama between admins in a game, and who knows what the next event will be. I mean, it won't be STEV and I versus each other because we're both Sheepdog Army, but it's a lot of fun. I know people, they say, I voted for Jesse every week, or I'm voting for Doggy every week, and that's cool, and we love it. But just, still always keep in mind, be nice to each other, because that's what the entire game's about.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's what I try to tell people. This is benefiting all of us. This little competition is good for everybody. So, but I gotta tell the people out there, if you haven't voted for Doggy yet, if you need to go check out that sheepdog vehicle. If you don't want that in your inventory, you need to vote Doggy this week. That thing is amazing. I need that.
It really is.
I need like 100 of them. So.
Sheep truck for the sheepdogs.
Yeah, like that's crazy. Yasmin, how when you have a lot to do with the pets? Do you work on the animations at all, like their tricks and stuff? Do you do that too?
No, So the only pet I've ever animated is that tree frog. Animation is not like my main skill, so I'm quite slow at it. But we've got like an actual an animation team that do all that.
Wow, that's so cool, man. It's just so interesting to find it. Different sides of it. You're doing this side, that side. That's so much goes into it. So, I have to ask about Brad. So, I guess Brad's like a mysterious figure. He's here and there. Is Brad like the head honcho? Is Brad the big boss? Is I guess that's what people want to know.
He's the person who's been designated by the big boss to look down at us.
Yeah, so if Brad were on, assuming, I should know this, but his title is like a game director, right?
Okay.
I think it is actually just game director.
Okay, yeah. And so what that means is Brad is involved in every conversation. And so I'll give you just my perspective, just so you have a little bit more insight. And so whenever we're kicking off Halloween or summer, for summer, right? That usually starts with a conversation between just a few people. And a lot of times it's Brad saying, here's what worked out of Sugarfest. Here's what maybe could work better. And so let's keep that in mind as we design things. I work hand in hand with Brad every day. So does STEV and YASMIN. So Brad is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful game director. It's rare that you encounter someone who has, the say over a lot of things, like in something like Adopt Me. At the same time, everybody on the team is encouraged to look at whatever the design is, whatever the problem is, and come up with their own solutions, because every single person on the team is trusted. And that's really rare. And that's one of the reasons I say we are incredible talents with no egos, because
I love that quote.
Comes from the top. Yeah.
You said that last week. It was in the video. I love that quote. That speaks volumes about just STEV and YASMIN and everybody else. That for someone to say that's what a great atmosphere to work in.
Yeah, it really is.
Poor Brad has to put up every week with me spamming him with, hey, I've got this great new idea.
And if it makes you feel any better, I have to put up with him spamming me usually about once a week saying, hey, Roblox changed a policy. Can you check this for me?
Oh, yeah. And if it makes you feel any better, I wake up to like, hey, I had a middle of the night idea last night. What do you think about this? I'm like, bad idea.
I think of the four the four main admins that run admin abuse. Sorry, Yasmin. I think I can actually include you on this too. Of the five of us, I think Brad has the worst sleep schedule.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't sleep, so I don't count.
Yeah, Brad and I are in the same time zone, and he'll message me at like 1 a.m, being like, "Hey, can you look at this thing?" And I'll be there like, "You should be asleep."
What are you doing awake?
Oh, poor Brad.
That's someone wrote, you brought up your real name, Doggy. That was one of my big questions this week. Because Sophia wanted to know, is Doggy his real name? So I just want to let you know, Sophia. There you go. There's your answer. You will find out someday.
Oh, I thought you meant Dougie accidentally said his real name.
No.
Yeah, I was trying to remember.
No. Somebody.
Sophia, don't listen.
No, somebody. A couple people asked in the questions this week, but I just want to let them know that you'll find out eventually what it is. So that they'll plan for that.
When you hit the number, when you hit 10,000 followers, I will do the face reveal, and at that point, I can share my name because people won't, So I think that's pretty easy to do.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's kind of what I figured was going on.
Turns out Daggie's actually a sheepdog.
I know, right?
Just like my son's a cat.
I did get a horrifying photo of Doggy wearing the actual sheepdog outfit at one point.
Oh my god! Cosplay.
Your cosplay photo.
Oh, that's crazy. I don't know how much you can speak on this, and obviously I don't want details, and I know you can't give them details. But so say Summerfest ends here in a week or so. How many events out are you planned already? Like, do you know in 2 months what's going down, or is that too far ahead?
Yes, I'm at least 2 months out.
Okay.
In fact, I was out this morning, STEV, but I know we had a kickoff for something that's probably in a month and a half. So yeah, and that's the thing. Yeah. There's no, and people think, oh, you launched an event. Now what do you do? And it's like, well, we start working on the next one. There's not a lot of downtime. I mean, we have a good work-life balance. All joking aside, when I'm exchanging DMs with Brad at 3 a.m., it's because it's something I'm really excited about. I just can't sleep. But for the most part, when we finish one, we're on to the next. And I think that's what's so incredible. To give you a little bit of color on the change with the acorns this week, the team that made that change, we're already working on next week and the week after and the week after. So that's pausing everything, going back in time, pulling that code up and making those changes. And that's what really is impressive.
And then remembering to make sure that those changes are implemented in the future code as well.
Yes.
I will say, in the kind of support world, we're hitting the time period soon that I call the support trenches. So it is always the period from September to December, because September, we're typically not doing anything super major, but sometimes we do like gameplay changes, I find there. October is all of Halloween. And then November, we get like a little bit of rest because there's not a major event going on, but boom, Christmas.
Yeah,
right.
Back to back big ones right there. Yeah, that's. It's so interesting to as we're playing this cool event to know that you guys are already super pumped about something down the road. That's so fun. It's just to know that's how you guys go work about it. It's so unique, man. To be able to enjoy this event, but also working on the next event, that's got to be something to balance. It's probably not easy, but that's what you do.
Yeah, I'll give a very vague tease really quickly. There is a STEV designed update soon. Has been in the works for like 8 months.
Whoa,
that's finally coming out at some point.
Nice.
You all are hiding,
and I'm looking forward to that.
What are you thinking? Like before the end of the year? Or?
It's on the release calendar. I think it's going to be sometime. I want to say, looking at it, it's supposed to be sometime in July or August.
Nice. Oh, I can't wait. Are you gonna when are we gonna know just by looking at it that this is yours, or will you tell us that?
You'll know, because it's something that lines a lot more with my work on the team in terms of like working on things like trading safety and all that. So it's something that'll be very noticeable that I had a hand
in. Nice. That's so cool, man. Jeez. That's awesome.
And DAGI, I can't wait to collaborate on our idea that we had a while back.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, we can just tell. That's the great thing. Our release calendar. It's a calendar, air quote, because the big events are obviously settled, but the things in between, we'll say, oh, we know exactly what we're doing, and then somebody has a great idea. We're like, oh, actually, we're going to do that. So let's everybody move that direction. So a lot of fun.
I liked, because I started last year in Valentine's update, so it actually kind of, when this year Valentine's came around, I love that event so much I wanted it again. But then when it was kind of different, it was like changed my perspective, and I was like, I actually like that better because you don't know what's coming up. It could be maybe it might just be like a furniture or something, or I just the way you guys mixed it up like that. Besides the big set ones, that's so cool. You're not just set into one plan. I really enjoy that. That it made me look at it in a different way. It's like, oh, well, that was kind of cool, even though it was small. It was kind of cool, So we appreciate those little things. Don't think we don't. We appreciate the variances. We got about 5 minutes left. I know today was kind of mixing times up, and I know you guys are busy, so I got just a couple questions. If you guys want to each shoot out an answer or a few viewer questions, and I'll let you guys get going.
Yeah, go for it.
Today was, like I said, kind of busy for everybody. So let's go with Sophia. Oh, got the name thing. Okay. Now, for each of you guys, DAGI, STEV, and YASMIN, is there any part or update that you have like extra proud of that you were a part of? Maybe like that one little part stuck out to you that you really enjoyed?
I'm still really proud of the turnaround that we had on making trading better with the Roblox chat changes.
Yeah.
Like that was something I was very glad that we were able to do. But that's something I also was able to directly contribute to, which doesn't happen super often in updates. Usually it's the big event ones where I look at Doggy's design and I'm like, hey, we need to change this, or we need to signpost this, or you're going to make my team's life a nightmare.
Right? Because I believe, people should just discover stuff. Steph always
there's a balance, and I'm trying to help you find it. Help me help you.
I think for me, I think admin abuse, not to sound kind of silly, but admin abuse, I think I mentioned this in our first live. That was a conversation that Jesse and I and Brad were having on Brad, it was a surprise for Brad. Brad was out. And so Jesse and I got in a room with a few different people on a Tuesday and said, wouldn't it be cool if we could do this on Saturday? And we did. And that first admin abuse was just literally me. all we had was the ability to be replicated and the ability to chat to everybody. So we were doing it real time. I was like, let's all race to the lighthouse. We all raced to the lighthouse. And I was like, let's all ride around jet skis. And that's why vehicle collisions got turned off, because somebody's like, who in the world decided to put me on this rage ski trying to pick this stuff up with everybody bumping into me? So, I'd say that one.
That was the only admin abuse I never got to attend.
I know, right? Yeah.
Because it was after that I was messaged and was told, hey, we need somebody to help with the behind the scenes of
Spider-Man needs the guy in the chair. Yeah.
What about you, YASMIN? Is there any
for me, anything with a penguin in it, I'm easy. But really, it's also probably just Sugarfest, because I just loved making the pets for that.
That was a great event.
Jiggly Jabot. We changed the name. Did we change the name? It was called something at one point. The Jelly Jabot or something.
Jiggly Jabot.
Yeah.
Jiggly Jabot. That's what. Yeah, I always still call it the old name. But yeah, because that was like, it had to look like jelly. But there was also some technical issues with it, like with the way the materials and stuff work in Roblox. like, which is why, you know, the head wasn't also jelly. But I just had a lot of fun with it, like some of the technical things in that. And I don't know if you noticed, but if you have a Jiggly Jabot out at night, there's a light inside it, and that was intentional to make it look like it's called subsurface scattering. You know, when you hold your hand up to a bright light and you can see like the orange round fingers, that's subsurface scattering. And jelly has that as well. So I had to fake it in Roblox.
Listen, that's awesome to hear. How cool! That pet is a common, so I feel like people like just kick it to the side. But that's a great little pet. I love him. He's such a cute little guy, man.
That's a good design.
While we go through the remaining questions, just something for your chat to discuss while you quiz us more. Has anybody found the hidden rock inside of the river otter yet?
What? Uh-oh, yeah.
That's a load-bearing rock.
That's a load-bearing rock.
It kind of is, to my knowledge.
Yeah. Definitely a load-bearing rock.
You have created. If they didn't, they're on their way to now. Okay. Aurora also wanted to know, what is, for you guys, I don't know if it's like a team thing or for each one of you, what is your hardest aspect of your, like, into each thing that you do, your part of your job? What's the most difficult section of it?
In support, it's writing policies that are both balanced but also fair. So it's a thing where we can't continuously just like, we can't have like unlimited things. We can't really do things where it's like the player is always in the right, the player is always correct. We do have to put our foot down in some places. But it's finding that balance of where. The biggest one, and I'm gonna maybe regret bringing this up later, because every time I bring this up, people are like, y'all do that? And then support gets flooded for the next 2 days, but it's fine. We have a policy, if you lost your daily streak, that you can get it restored by support. That policy has changed multiple times in the time that I've been head of support. But right now we've landed on 2 per account, with a third given as like a goodwill thing if we find that like the reasoning is suitable. Because we understand life happens and you shouldn't have to lose a streak in a game that you've been caring about for years just because of life.
Oh, that's super cool. I like how you put a stipulations, kind of like, you know, within reason here, you know, like
oh yeah.
Don't abuse this, you know.
Because if we don't have limits, people unfortunately do abuse it. And that's nothing wrong with people. It's more so just human nature. It's curiosity.
No, you're right. You're definitely right. DAGI, what about you? What's your hardest part of
this is such a great question. I think for me, it's the balance. Yasmin and STEV will tell you that I am constantly, oh my god, wouldn't this be cool? Wouldn't this be cool? Wouldn't this be cool? And never, I think the inner doggy child would love it. But I also have to balance that against the amount of work the team has had to do coming out of these big events. I mean, they're huge, right? And so we want to make sure that we're protecting the balance between work and real life. We want to make sure we're protecting the creative energy and the spirit, which only comes from people being truly engaged in what they're doing and not being burned out. So I think it's trying to take the essence of a design and somehow simplify it down to where it's still rewarding. It's still emotionally satisfying, but it's also technically not as heavy. And I think most designs start off as a huge block of marble, and it takes a lot of work to extract the statue that kind of lives within it. And I think that's the hardest part, is knowing when when that balance has been struck. Because if you go too far in either direction, that idea is ruined, and that update would really be bad.
Yeah.
I think an example of this, actually, that I've kind of shared, so I think it's okay to share further, is the fact that when we were initially planning summer camp, we were planning on the admin voting being a 4-way battle between me, you, Brad, and Jesse. And then I think it was about like a month before the update was going to come out, Brad and I pulled out, both because we thought, people are more so going to vote for Jesse and Doggy because they're kind of like the main characters. But also, we didn't want to put that work on the engineers to make 4 sets of rewards.
Yeah. That's
or me.
Yeah, or you. I meant to say the artists. I don't know why I said the engineers. Nah, Yasmin, you can model like a red panda hood in a day, right?
Yasmin, when you going into a pet, what do you kind of maybe not dread, but like I want to get past this point into the more exciting part. What comes to mind?
If I see anything with spot or stars or patterns on it, I am immediately like filled with red, because the player has to like be able to tint the colours in the game, right, or change the colours. That means I can't just use a texture on it. Like it has to all be modelled, hand modelled in. So like any pet that I've done that has like stripes or spots or stars or whatever, I've hand modelled every single one of them in.
Wow.
And for example, the Storm Condor with the runes, they were all hand modelled.
Oh, really? That's a beautiful pet. That's an amazing. That colors on that are crazy. Oh, that's so good. That's so oh my god, good. Good for you. That's crazy. A hand model. Wow, unbelievable. You're talented.
I'll add a really quick bonus one on mine as well. Sorry to interrupt you, Yasmin.
No.
It's fine.
Whenever we first release an update, that 30 minutes goes by so slowly for me, because it's the thing of everybody else. Like you have DAGI is the person who is kind of like designing things. He's the precursor to the updates. Yasmin here is sort of like the middle woman working on the updates in terms of like making sure they get out the door. I'm the person responsible after they get out the door. So if a major bug appears, that means like basically it's the difference between, am I seeing like tickets kind of like trickle into support, like we're getting like 1 or 2 or maybe like 3 for the typical stuff we're dealing with anyway, or is our bug report suddenly increasing by several hundred within 5 minutes? And that determines how the entire rest of Friday goes.
Yeah, and then he's got me pinging him on the side. Hey, we want to look at this thing. Hey, check this thing out. Hey, So yeah, I can.
You are never a problem. Don't worry about it.
Thank you, my friend.
I feel like I'm overreacting now when an update goes out and I'm like, the neon's wrong. It drops.
Oh man, hey, you mentioned about the stuff coming in. I don't know. You can not tell me. I'm curious about this, and either way, if someone finds a bug or something, is there a routine to go through? How do they get it to you?
Yes. So this is changing soon. Because again, the wonderful thing about being head of support is I kind of determine what's private and what's not.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
So the current process is you can either join our community Discord and put the bug report in there, or you can go to playadopt.me/support and fill out our bug report form there. I'm going to be 100% honest. The Discord is the better path, in my opinion, because with our bug report form, we use a ticketing system called Zendesk. Zendesk at this time has a requirement where if a player is submitting a ticket to you, the first time someone ever submits it to you, they have to verify their email or we won't see it. And a lot of people miss that email verifying step, so we don't see it until it's too late.
Okay.
So I heavily recommend the Discord. We're hoping at some point that we're going to get this process in game where you can just push a button and then fill out a form.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm just so curious. I didn't even know. Just so other people can know how, if they find something or something happens, that. Thank you for telling us that. I appreciate that, Sam.
Nope. No problem at all.
I just noticed we're 8 minutes past, so I'm going to get you guys out of here. I know, like I said, had busy days today. I can't thank you enough. First, Yasmin, I know with the time difference and stuff, to get this to work was a little bit challenged, but thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. You're incredible. You're super talented. Just thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. But I do want to give credit, to the rest of the team, rest of the 3D art team, because it's not just me doing, the pets and stuff like that. It's, we've got like a team of 3. Wow, I can't even remember my own team. 3 people doing architects, and including me, and another team doing environments and stuff like that, and then all the engineering designers and everyone.
We'll tell them we appreciate them, and you guys all do a great job. It shows. So, Dagi and Stab, thank you guys again for being here back this week. Do you want to plan something for next week? We can talk in the chat or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I mean, look at your followers. Oh yeah. We still got some room to go.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, next week sounds good. Sorry for the fire drill and the times this week.
No, I think it's good to mix it up a little bit. Bring some different people in here. A couple people from UK I noticed in here, so that's good.
Yeah, and
sorry,
I do want to call out. No, I want to call out what Yasmin just said as a great example of an incredible talent with no ego, because rather than take the compliment, Yasmin pivoted and said, yes, and I have all of these people with me, because alone we couldn't do any of this. It has to be done together. So
yes,
love this team.
That it does show. You're right, Dagi. Thank you for pointing that out, because that's very important, and you're a good woman, Yasmin. Thank you. So you guys get on out of here. Again, I just can't thank you enough. Today I feel like we got tons of little insights that are incredible. And I hope everybody out there appreciates this, and just thank you guys. Have a great week. See you Saturday.
Thank you. Go draw, everybody, because you got that dog in you.
That's
I just love saying that. That's my favorite thing. All right. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you guys so much.
There's a load-bearing crocodile.
That's right.
Yes, the rock. All right. Bye.
Thank you guys.
Bye, guys.
Have a good one.
You too. Oh man, that was a good one, man. Lots of good stuff in there. What's up, guys? Thanks for hanging out. That was super fun. That's right. Everyone be creative, man. Be creative. So much good info. So much little stuff you don't even know about. How fun, huh? Oh, that was good. They're so good, man. I just cannot get over how fun they are. I hope you guys sure enjoy that, because I really enjoy that, and I can't get enough of it. I find it so interesting to hear what they do, and just to know something with Stev's got Stev's got an update coming out that he's part of him. It's so fun to know that, And thank you to Aurora. You had some good questions. I was going through everybody's questions, and not that anybody else asked any bad questions, but I just felt like Aurora's kind of fit the theme and kind of fit the vibe. So, Aurora, thank you for that. And thank you for asking some solid questions. And everybody else, keep your questions coming in.